in sports, back with another video. I guess this isn't a video, this is a live stream. What we're going to be doing, or what I'm going to try to do every single Tuesday, is I'm going to try to get a live stream going. I'm going to chop it up about sports, chop it up about the topics that I got, the topics that you guys got. If you got any, just type them up in the chat. I'd be glad to talk about them with y'all. But yeah, hopefully I do this every Tuesday. And yeah, as you all see, I got the topics in the right. And I guess without further ado, let's get into the first one that we got today, which is Kyrie getting traded to the Mavs. Man, not happy about it, man. Not happy about it as a Lakers fan, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like LeBron said in his interview, man, we just got to keep going. Keep going with the team we have now. I am a Lakers fan, but that does not make me a LeBron fan. So I just want to get that clear and out of the way before I start to give my thoughts. Other than that, man, I don't blame the Lakers for not making the trade, because Austin Reeves and Max Christie is that's too much, bro. That is way too fucking much. Yeah. But yeah, I don't blame the Lakers for not giving up Austin Reeves or Max Christie, because that's way too much. I mean, as you can see, the deal that the Mavs gave up, they gave up Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, a 2029 first-round pick, and a couple of second-round picks. Like, that's not even that much. Like, that's not even that much. Like, we offered both of our first-round picks, which are some of the most valuable picks in the NBA that are viewed. They're viewed like that. But other than that, a great pickup for the Mavs. They got the second star that Luka has always been asking for and won. But man, the Nets, bro. the Nets. Yikes, bro. Yeah, the Nets there, it's I don't know what to think of the Nets, because I think we all know that KD's gonna request a trade in the offseason. He's probably just gonna play this season out. They're probably gonna be a first round exit again. Maybe they win a series and then they go out in the second round, but they're probably not gonna do much with KD and role players. But we're gonna see. Their defense definitely gets better for the Nets. So that is something that people can look out for. And the Mavs, their defense gets severely worse because Dorian Finney-Smith was doing all of the main defensive wing things. Now they don't really have much defensive wings. I don't know who's gonna be the number one defensive wing, because they don't really got much. They don't really got much over there. Like, Dorian Finney-Smith was that dude for them, and now he's on the Nets. So I don't know how that's gonna go for them. Hopefully it goes well. Well, actually, I hope that it goes terrible and then Kyrie signs with the Lakers. To be honest with you, but if he doesn't sign with the Lakers, man, hopefully they do good. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Him and Luka, they're gonna need to work on their off the ball. Luka, we do not know. Because he's basically played the whole career with the ball in his hands. I mean, now it won't be such a heliocentric offense around Luka with Kyrie there. And when they have those droughts, you can put Kyrie in there and he will go get you a bucket, especially in the clutch. Like, now Luka doesn't have to do everything in the clutch, which is a great pickup. But the defense, bro, you can't overlook the defense. The defense got severely worse. Um, it's kind of like the Nets, like from last year and years before, where they're gonna have to try to like outscore their opponents. But I guess you got to do what you got to do. But next point, we got LeBron's tweet. If y'all did not see LeBron's tweet after Kyrie got traded to the Mavs, he tweeted out, "Maybe it's me." This man is tweeting out shit like he's listening to Marvin's Room right now. Like it's really sad as a Lakers fan because like literally I have a flag in my room right now that is a 2020 championship flag. When I look at that, bro, it feels like a decade from that, bro. Like it's been so long, and like the teams are is so drastically different, and like they don't play the same way at all. Like the chemistry is one of the best things about that 2020 team, and none of the teams since that year have seemed to really replicate that team chemistry that they had, because everybody knew their roles. And like every year since, motherfuckers don't know their role. So that's a real problem. But hopefully motherfuckers can find their roles. But you know, they're 25 and 29 at the making of this live stream. They got a game tonight against the Oklahoma City Thunder. As y'all can see in the standings, must win. It is a must-win game to move up in the standings. They had the same opportunity against the Pelicans, who are now all the way moved up to 9th. But again, got to capitalize on these games when you have the opportunity. Oklahoma City dropped the game last night to the Warriors, so they're playing on a back-to-back tonight, which is good for the Lakers. Other than that, I mean, LeBron might pass Kareem in the scoring tonight. Hopefully that happens. I mean, if not, he's gonna do it against the Bucks, so it doesn't really matter when he does it. But yeah, man. It's really bad for the Lakers because, like, as y'all can see at the standings, they've dropped so many winnable games this year, and even if you just give them a few of them, like just let's give them 2, especially that bullshit game against the Celtics with LeBron's reaction that I had at the beginning of this live stream. Bullshit, man. But if y'all give us that win, even just that, 26 and 28, huge. Give us another one that's 27 and 28, and we're right there with the Jazz. You see what I'm saying? Give us another one. We get the same record as the Pelicans. So, like, we're right there. We're right there, but they're fumbling these games, man. Like that game against the Pelicans, man. There's no excuse for fumbling that, bro. They were up by 11 at the half, and they scored 72 points at the half, and then they let the Pelicans score 70 points in the second half. But yeah, I hope LeBron's tweet definitely motivates Rob to make a damn trade, bro, because the Lakers need to make a motherfucking trade. What do the Lakers need to make before the trade deadline? Any fucking trade, Rob. Any motherfucking trade. Because this roster is not getting it done. I don't think this roster is going to get it done. Even just for the play-in spot and trying to get into the playoffs, man. We need something to spice it up. I really do not care if it's Patrick Beverley, Lonnie Walker, maybe a protected first, maybe unprotected if I'm feeling feisty, for Buddy Hield, man. Like, bro, we need something. We need fucking something. for Buddy Hield, try to do something with the Jazz, even though it was just reported this morning that they want a deal worth 2 first-round picks, which any deal with the Jazz is not worth 2 first-round picks. We're just gonna get that out right now. Not worth 2 first-round picks. So Rob got to get something done. Got to get some smart move done. Russell probably got to get traded. No cap. Russell probably has to get traded. It's been like it's out there now. Like the offer to the Nets is out there. Like Russell was in that deal. The Lakers are 25-29, and they gotta start winning games and moving up the damn standings, bro. Like a move needs to happen. The deadline is coming up. You won't be able to make a move once the deadline passes. So I mean, make a move, bro. Make a move. I think that Buddy Hield is probably the most what's the word? For lack of better words right now, real option, like the most able to happen, possible, I guess. Yeah, possible. Because obviously I think the Jazz might have something, but it's not worth 2 first-round picks for anything that they have. Now, the Raptors is very interesting because they might blow it up. So if you could get some pieces, whether that be Fred VanVleet or Gary Trent Jr., I am personally a fan of Gary Trent Jr. coming to this roster. I think it would do wonders for this roster. He's the perfect 3-and-D wing that we need, bro. So that's an option. I've seen that the Hornets are an option. I think Terry Rozier. I'm not a fan about that long-term contract, but I mean, it's an upgrade. I'm not gonna lie, it would be an upgrade. But yeah. Next, who needs to blow it up and who needs to go all in? First, we're gonna talk about who needs to blow it up because teams need to blow it up. Now, these teams are probably not gonna blow it up. These first teams that I'm gonna go over, but I think they should blow it up because they're not going anywhere. First up, we got the Chicago Bulls. They are, I think, right outside of the play-in. But they're probably not going to blow it up because they've won 7 of the last 10 games, which is probably going to think that, oh, we got something going here. And so, yeah, they're 9th, but they still have a losing record. Mind you, I understand that the Lakers got a losing record, so don't get it twisted. I'm just talking objective sports here. But the Bulls are 26-27. Yeah, they could probably make a play-in spot, try to go in for like the 7 or 8 spot in the playoffs, but this is probably the best time that you could get assets for DeMar because his value is going to go down in the offseason. Vooch is going to be a free agent. I understand that DeMar is having a good year. He's an all-star. But Zach is still injury-prone. Vooch is still not fitting in, and nobody else is doing shit. I'm sure Bulls fans can back that up. Nobody else is really doing shit consistently. Yeah, you might have a game here and there from Patrick Williams, Caruso, other players on the roster, but not of consistent value to make consistent wins. Because what you need to do for most of these teams that I'm going to bring up, go on a win streak, man. Just 5 games will do wonders for your season. But the problem is these teams, I don't think, have even done that once. Maybe a few of these teams. But even if they did, it was just like a one-time thing, you know what I'm saying? And then they had longer losing streaks. But next up, we got the Washington Wizards, man. They're at 24-29. They got one of the worst contracts in the NBA. Oh, damn, I forgot to mention that about the Bulls. They got one of the worst contracts, too, with Zach LaVine and how injury-prone he is. But the Wizards are not even in the play-in tournament. They are 11th. And, I don't know, man. They're like in denial. Like, they're in denial. Like, they think they're good. let me put it like this: Porzingis and Beal and wow, Kazuma, wow. I was finna say Kuzma. They're all having great years on paper, but it's really, you can see nobody else is literally doing anything. Rui's not even there anymore. He got traded to the Lakers. Their next scorer is 10 and a half. That's just not gonna cut it. When you're that reliant on your stars, because stars will always have an off night, and it can certainly happen any night, especially in the playoffs when defenses focus in on you. The next team we have is the Trailblazers. Obviously, probably not gonna blow it up, but they got to, bro. They are, what are they? They are right outside the play-in. They are 11th. They are 26 and 28. Dame is carrying them as always. Has got them to most of their wins, and has got them to where they are, because they would be with the Spurs and the Rockets if Dame was not there. Trust me. But Dame's doing his thing. I think you got to trade him. Probably not this year, but I think you should trade him. Get assets. Make a real run, rebuild, because this little retool that they're trying to do is not working. It is not working. It was working at the beginning of the year, or it looked like it, but then slowly as the season went on, it did not. And they went back to what they usually are, middle of the pack. That is all the blow it up teams that I got. Well, besides that, I do have the Raptors, but that's a talk for another day. They got good players, but the core is not winning anymore. They've had that core for a long time, a couple of years now. They've been winning in the past, making playoffs, but I think they're outside the play-in tournament too. Yeah, they're 25 and 30, and they're 11th. So they might have a fire sale, but other than that, yeah. Teams that need to go all in are the Lakers. We know this. They got to make a trade, any single trade, to upgrade this roster. Russ probably has to go with his negative attitude to some of these games. And sometimes he just is a black hole to the offense, man. With some of the turnovers that he had. He shot 2 for 16 the other night against the Pacers. Like, that was atrocious. Atrocious. I don't know what they need. They just need something to spice this up, honestly, for me to be satisfied. Just me as a fan. Obviously not a trade just to make a trade. They got to do a smart trade, so Rob has to do his work. Spend this next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday up until the trade deadline. Spend this real time making a good, smart trade that helps this team make the playoffs, because this team is honestly, it's right on the verge of making the playoffs, being something real, doing something, at least like in the playoffs. They just need that extra piece. I don't know what that piece is. Hopefully Rob can find that piece. I think Buddy Hield might be a nice pickup. I've been pretty shutting it down this whole year when thinking about trading for him. But honestly, now I think it'd be okay with giving up Pat Bev and Lonnie Walker and maybe a first. I'm not the GM, so I'm not the one who's gonna have to make that decision. But next team that needs to go all in is the Clippers. We are not fans of this team at all, but we're gonna talk about them for a brief second. They need a point guard desperately. Desperately, they need a point guard. They have point guards that are just meh. They're inconsistent. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. But no matter what trade they make, they will never be serious. So moving on, we got the Miami Heat, and they need a 3-point shooter bad. All of their 3-point shooters, all of their players on the roster, as you can see at the 3-point shooting splits on the screen, they're terrible. Even for the 3-point shooters, Kyle Lowry shooting 33.3%, Victor Oladipo shooting 29.6%. Duncan Robinson, the 3-point shooter who they're paying $18 million a year, is literally shooting 33.1%. What is Jimmy shooting? 30. I think Tyler Hero and what is it? I saw another dude before. Caleb Martin, they're shooting the highest at 37%. But they need a 3-point shooter that's shooting consistent this season, not in seasons past. Because they're sixth right now. They're sitting all right. They're not stressing or anything. I think if they made one more decent trade just for a role player, impact player, like a 3-point shooter, maybe they can play both sides of the ball, even though those are hard to come by now because nobody wants to trade nowadays. But if they could find a way to do that, I think that would be huge for them, and that would honestly maybe make them just as dangerous as last year when they were the number 1 seed and other years past, even when they went to the finals and then lost to the Lakers in the bubble. That was not a Mickey ring either. I know y'all love to say that. But next up, I think the Hawks got to do something because this team is just mid. Hella mid. It's just hella mid. Hella mid. I'm pretty sure if we go look at their home record and away record, they're like the same. Basically, they're 13-11 on home and at home, and then they're 14-16 on the road. That's basically like flip-flop, right? So, I mean, they're just an average team. I think you should trade John Collins for the best offer that you could probably get because, I don't know, bro. He's not fitting in. He's not fitting in this year at all. He's just been going on a steep decline since when they went to the conference finals. He's not looking like the same player that he was before. I think he's on a big ass contract too. So that's a problem for them because they must got like 4 high paid contracts up there with Clint Capella, Murray, Trae Young. Or is Trae Young even making that money yet? I don't even know. I'm not a Hawks fan, but they got to do something because what they got right now, it just ain't working. But last topic that we got of the day is the Super Bowl that we got this upcoming Sunday. It is the Super Bowl. No shit, it is the Super Bowl. It is the Chiefs versus the Eagles, man. My Super Bowl prediction is gonna be I'm going with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs gonna take this. I think the Chiefs got this in the bag. I don't think it'll be an easy win. I just think Patrick Mahomes is that good. The Eagles can definitely win. I mean, they're here for a reason. I have seen that people are saying that they had the easiest route to a Super Bowl. And, I mean, it's definitely up there. But nonetheless, bro, to get to the Super Bowl, you gotta play those teams to get to the Super Bowl. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely gotta give them their credit. What score do I think? I'm going. I'm gonna go 31-28 Chiefs. 31-28 Chiefs. and Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl MVP again because he's just like that. And Andy Reid wins a ring against his former team, gets his revenge, and then it's back to NBA season, man. But yeah, that's gonna conclude it today for today's episode, man. Thank all of y'all for tuning in today. I appreciate y'all, and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, turn post notifications on, and I'm out of here. Peace.